Welcome to the HerSuiteSpot experience, dishing out tips and tricks on mindset, money, marketing, and media for your life and business, and where we talk to women about how they found their sweet spot.
Hello. Welcome everyone to the HerSuiteSpot podcast, your dose of inspiration where we celebrate and amplify the voices of inspiring women entrepreneurs. I'm your host, Marsha Gary, your founder of HerSuiteSpot. Let's get into today's episode. I'm excited to introduce to you to Keadian Russ, a dynamic entrepreneur whose journey is a true testament and resilience and innovation. As the CEO of Klean and Jiffy, a thriving cleaning company, and founder of K-Soul, an organic cleaning product line, Keadian's story begins with her roots in Jamaica and unfolds across the bustling streets of NYC, where she became an entrepreneur and carved her own path into starting as a housekeeper, moving on into developing her own product line and really transforming her own trajectory and her business. And I'm excited to bring in
Thank you so much, Marsha. Oh my God, that was an introduction. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you? We were both saying before we went live how we're both struggling with our voices. It's the winter blues here in New York.
I don't know what's going on. I just got up and I'm like, I caught a frog in my throat.
Yes. I have one as well, but like I said, the viewers or the listeners, they don't know. We're just here, we're talking, we're vibing. It's okay. We sound sexy. Let's put it for that, right? So I want to get right to saying that it is such my pleasure to have you here on the podcast. You actually have been with HerSuiteSpot and kind of been one of our grant winners for a couple of years now. You actually won our 5K pitch competition, correct?
I did. Yes, I did. Thank you.
You know, if we had the sound effects
here, it should have said that. Yes, that was. I'll never forget that moment. It was a life-changing moment for me.
I want you to take me back to the start of your journey and to that moment where, you know, the opportunity came about for you to apply for this pitch competition, where you were in your entrepreneurship journey. And did you ever see yourself doing a pitch? Right. And talk about that, because I know the story, but let the people know.
Listen, Marsha, I tell people that I'm shy. They don't believe, but I really am. And as you rightfully said in the introduction to my journey, is that I migrated to the United States a few years ago. And of course, being a single mom, I always aspired to do something that would leave a legacy for my son, not only in means of a financial legacy, but health-wise also. I think that what I'm doing is actually helping with saving and protecting our planet.
Absolutely.
So that was a journey that I took on. I didn't know what direction it would have gone, but HerSuiteSpot, that gave me that boost of confidence. I replay those videos constantly to encourage myself and actually to see where I am coming from and to where I am today. So that, I remember the night before I entered that competition, I had no sleep.
I remember you telling this story, and I'm like, oh gosh, it's not supposed to be so such
But it is,
experience.
I'm sure everyone that enters these competitions, because we enter with the hope of winning, and even if we don't win, to leave with that confidence, because that's what it does for us. That's what that did for me, because that competition wasn't just writing in and people reading and that's it. I had to pitch in front of a panel, and then we had an audience of voting. It was but it taught me a lot of things. When I heard how the judges related to what I said, I will never tone my passion down for my business. because that was what allowed me to win that grant too.
That was 100% fact. You
Yes.
were very new in business. You were very a little green, eco-friendly, pun
Yes.
intended. But but you were passionate, and we could tell you were doing it passionate and scared at the same time, and yet you showed up for yourself, which is truly what my purpose is to bring to other women and almost everybody who I purposefully pick and select women we feel are not as seasoned in their pitching experience, but we believe have it to give them that little push. And we saw that in your application, and I was just so excited, and we were blown away. You did, no one would know, and if we look back now, no one will still know, and we follow your journey. So talk a little bit about the business and how you really came to decide you needed to do this product, because it's a product of use, but it's necessity, right?
Right, it is. And as I say, you know what? I travel with asthma. I'm asthmatic, and we started a cleaning company, and there was no way I was able to use the regular cleaning products that were
Products,
available
yeah.
to us on the market. So because of that, and from my background, I'm living in Jamaica. I lived in Jamaica in a poor community, came to the United States, living in the underserved community. So of course, non-toxic cleaning products were not something that people gravitated towards, and that was mainly because of not being educated on the benefits of using such products.
Correct.
So
And
because of
access
that,
too, and not having
and
access to it.
access. So
Yeah.
that is one of the things that I lobby for right now. I am in the move of getting people educated about making healthier choices. But how will they know if they're not taught?
Right.
So we are now even we have a relationship with a university in Jersey, which we're doing all these work with them to help us to spread the knowledge, because by ourselves we're not able to do it. And just that, and even with HerSuiteSpot, that gave us that what you call a window of opportunity to help others also, because the
Yeah.
journey is not for us only. Because what sense would it make if I'm the only one using non-toxic, or my friends or family? The journey is to get everyone to understand the need to choose a healthier lifestyle.
That's right.
That's the journey. That's my mission. That's my vision. So in doing that now, we continue to push forward in doing our education to the underserved community, because the truth of the matter is the environmental burden falls heavily, this portion, the portion of that falls heavily on the underserved community.
Right.
Their fault, it is because they're not educated on a better lifestyle.
Right.
That's our journey.
It, you hear the passion in you for that. We both suffer with this asthma, and that's probably why our voices are in this state, because of our history and
Yeah.
our medical history. And imagine the environment itself is doing what it do, and then you add on all the harsh chemicals of products that we use, right? And so this product is something that I believed in when I saw it. I was so one thing I love to see, we are heavily, as Black women, we are heavily in the beauty industry. But when we see, and our committee sees us creating products and or services that are typically not the norm for us, I get pretty excited. And so, it was just truly an honor to learn about you and what you're doing. Now, all that passion and all the lobbying and everything, you're still the boss, head lady in charge, right? You're still a CEO. And that comes with challenges for us as women. What are some of the mindset, I don't want to say tricks, but shifts or things you have to do in order to keep yourself in the proper mindset, because I can imagine that there's a lot of no's, there are a lot of, oh, nobody cares, there's no such thing as the ozone or global warming thing, all the negativity. How do you keep your mindset positive?
Well, one of the things that I thrive to do is to remember my mission.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I do not, if for a minute I forget why I started this journey, then I lose that passion, and it becomes solely based on, okay, yes, I can make that money, and it doesn't matter where the shift is. I have to remember the root cause of my starting this journey.
Mm-hmm.
And once I'm able to do that, that keeps me on the right path, because believe me, diversion comes.
Yes.
Well, you can do it this way, you can, but it comes.
Yep.
But you have to be true to your mission. You have to be true to that. And once you do that and align yourself, because even when I started, I love the product. We know it's a great product, but there was so many things that I did not understand about marketing. Never did.
Yeah.
I had to understand what were my core customers, even though I knew that, okay, I need people who have asthma, mothers, but apart from that, right, what is a pain point that you are healing for these people?
Right.
And when you become so knowledgeable as to these different aspects of your business and what you're doing, then there's a shift there, because now you get to see your vision and that mission on a broader spectrum,
on a bigger, more corporate.
Yes.
I recently, the news came out that Honey Pot, I don't know if you saw that Honey Pot, the founder got a partnership or big backing with a corporation, like $300 something million. And we often hear that, oh, Black people selling their companies to white corporations or white establishments is going to kind of disrupt the product. It was meant for us, by us. But the truth is, if you're really truly trying to run a business for longevity, sustainability, and growth, we can't keep the market just to ourselves. We start out right in that vein, but ultimately the purpose is what, right? To grow, and to, if you are truly working towards the golden dream, is acquisition, merging with a large company that will take you to those 10 and 11 figure revenue, right? We're all trying to get to those extra zeros.
We have to, because now think about it. When we do acquire those extra zeros, we become extra powerful.
Yes. And what do we do then after that, right?
Exactly.
We bring it back.
That's it. One of the persons that I listened to in recent times, and he's he's a thug, but of course, an amazing businessman is 50 cents.
Oh, no. He is not even a thug, okay? I say all the time. If you follow me with the trolls are following me, I have badgered 50 Cents on social media, say, I want to have lunch with you. I want to sit down and talk to you.
Girl, if you get that, please invite a friend.
50 Cent is one of the best business minds
working towards.
Yeah.
Because he actually comes from where I live now. So I'm like, okay, yeah. And those are the people that you look towards. You look at them and you're like, listen, I'm not in that industry, but I'm in that industry because it's an industry of business.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that's where we are. And we have to, it's beautiful when we can see other persons that we can relate to. They're doing it and doing it so strategically.
Right.
I am so impressed by him.
Yes. His marketing skills and abilities. I recently heard several people. It's like the universe brings certain information all at the same time to me. And I recently heard a couple of folks talk about how street hustlers, those drug dealers, those gangbangers are the ultimate business people, because in what they're doing may be illegal or in some cases morally, corrupt or whatever, but they have some of the most best skills in entrepreneurship. They know how to lead. They know how to flip money. They know how to make money. And right now, the only thing that perhaps that often separates them is that obviously it's usually something illegal that they're doing, but they have understood who their client is. They understood who their target audience is. They understood how to market to those people. And it's now that we are coming into this game as new entrepreneurs, the new wave of business people, where the Black women of color are the fastest growing group of women entrepreneurs. And I created this space so that we could connect with people to teach us, to really inspire us and motivate us. And so, as you said, marketing had to be the thing that you needed to kind of upskill. What are some marketing strategies and tactics that worked best for your company?
When you're talking about, just to backtrack to what you just said, I remember reading a book. I can't remember the name of the book. And one of the things that the author made mention of is to run your business like a drug dealer. Just like you said, it's the way they pick their people. They do everything strategically. And that's the way we have to run our business, because we have to see it in that light. What's the purpose of your business? So for marketing is the core of any successful business. And I say to a lot of people, because I have other entrepreneurs that look at me and towards me, and they're like, "Oh, Keadian, you're doing so well."
It's not without challenges, Michael.
It is a struggle.
What's his name? Your buddy. Damon John says, I'm a 10-year overnight success. Like what you saw in one day took me 15 years to amass. So no, it's not
it is not. And people will think it is because they are not following the journey, because nobody likes to follow the journey when it's so young. It's boring. No, she has not made the millions. She's not made the millions. So it's not that exciting to them until you're there. But but for you, it took years. Years to get to where you are. And for us, I love marketing now because it's different from 10 years ago. We are given the privilege of social media.
Yes.
Social media is a privilege. We do not have to pay for a lot of spaces that we can invade. We invade people's homes through social media. We have that direct connect. Like you just said, you constantly reaching out to 50 cents. Listen, I gotta have lunch with you.
Oh no, I'm gonna get it. Yes, girl.
You are gonna get it. Please, I'm praying for you. I need to pray for you more. So that's the thing. We have that leverage that we can use. I've spoken to celebrities through social media. I've gotten their attention. So marketing is a means that we can use to get our brand out. One of the other tools that I'm a little bit late, that I'm diving into now is that TikTok.
It's not late. You're not late. There's always time.
Yeah, right. I'm studying the platform and it makes a lot of sense now. And we have to move as business owners, we have to learn to move with what is moving.
Yes.
So yes, Facebook had its period. Facebook is still amazing, but now we see where everyone is. So, we have to be able to shift at times to make it work, especially for smaller business owners, especially for us upcoming ones that we need the spotlight. I have products, so I need people to be using these products.
Right.
So you have to use all the marketing tools that are available to you now, especially the ones that are free.
Especially the ones that are free. What I love about TikTok is that it opens you up to a whole new market where the
Yeah.
algorithm is consistently flipping you into new spaces based on, obviously there's the engagement thing and there's the manipulation because all of these darn spaces have their algorithm manipulation and they're changing it every other day.
Oh
But
yes.
it really is a space where, I go to TikTok and I don't want to see people I know. I got everywhere else for that. There are all the other platforms
Yes.
for that, right? It's really where I want to go to meet new people, to open up the market for advancement in your whatever it is, whether you're an influencer, whether you're nowadays you can't be a business owner without being an influencer. And
I know, right?
I know that's a big part of what you do. You have your own sweet spot where you bring the business community together and you share, like, they say a lot, we don't gatekeep and we don't gatekeep here. So I know that you also share information and
Oh yes.
opportunity. Tell me a little bit about how you're how you are able to grow in the purpose of that in building relationships and mentorship, and how you use that to help your business grow too.
Yes, and it is important. And I think our community was of the mindset that it's me, me, me. It cannot be that way
No.
because that is what holds us back. We have to be able and be willing to share information. I am a big share of information because I like to say to everyone, I don't want to be the only millionaire in the circle.
Yep.
Let all of us be millionaires, please.
That's right. That's right.
I don't have to give you my money. Let's all be millionaires. So I share information, and that has given me a great deal of success. I've been able to have form an amazing relationship with JP Morgan Chase. And through that relationship, I've opened a lot of other relationships. My
Yes.
mentor, Joy Butt, who taught
Shout
me,
out to Joy.
shout out to Joy, an amazing person. She saw not only my business, but she saw me. And she was able to help me to grow into spaces I never thought I'd ever see. I've met people in the industry that I could only dream of meeting. But that's what a relationship does for you.
That's right.
And do not be afraid to open the doors. Do not be afraid because I'm not the brightest person in the room. I'm never the brightest person in the room, but I'm the person that is willing to learn.
That's
I'm
right.
the person that is willing to grow. And because of that mindset, others will see and they're willing to help me.
Correct. And
I
authentic.
form,
It's authentic. You're a very genuine and authentic person. You know that, opportunities are bountiful. And I believe what's yours is yours. And so you can't live in a space of fear. And so you have to open doors, not only for yourself, but for others too to walk into.
that's it. And you've done the same, Marsha, because you've given me people also that I'm like, oh my God, how do I talk to this person? Because that's me in a real. I'm not corporate America. I'm just Katie from the block. So I am learning. And one of the things that I picked up from even 50 Cents again, when he used opportunity that was not given to him, he went in those spaces. He took the time out to learn stuff. He
Yeah.
went, he got, interns, and he had an ear out. He
Yep.
listened, he learned.
Yep.
And sometimes when we get the opportunity to get in a room, it's not necessarily about talking and being me, 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 but it's about listening. It's
Yep.
about understanding. It's about being willing to grow because you don't know everything. I, for one, don't. And I've learned a lot from all of my mentors. Marsha's a mentor of mine. All of you guys have taught me, and I'm humbled by that.
Yes. It's about leadership, and that's what leadership truly is all about. And you don't have to come from a corporate America background in order to learn leadership. I think it's something that it's oftentimes within us and can be learned and taught, but there is something about your natural state of, authentic leadership. And I do know that You truly, truly are humble in what you're doing. And I'm so proud of you for really, I watch you. When I do get on social media, I see your videos. You're really not afraid to put yourself out there and really make sure that people are being educated about the necessity and the need to have eco-friendly products, especially in this time of just, the environment is just getting worse and worse, and building upon what your business does to bring healthy
Yes,
products
yes,
to
worse
market is
and
so
worse.
key and so important. Yeah.
Yeah, and the lack of awareness actually perpetuates that cycle. So it
Uh-huh.
doesn't stop until we are really aware of the necessity behind these organic products. People
Yes.
think when they talk about organic is only how you eat. No, it's what we use even our hair. It's
Yeah.
what we use on our skin. It's what we use to clean with. So educating them or others on that level, because I'm still being educated on that level, it actually will help the cycle.
Yes. Well, listen, we could talk and we could talk and we could keep on talking, but I want to let people know how they can get in touch with you. And, before we get to that, looking ahead, what is next for K Soul and or Keadian? What does the next phase of your journey look like?
Well, you remember when I started my journey in my kitchen, small little kitchen, not big.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I kept on growing. I left from my kitchen to my living room. I literally had to take everything out my living room to turn it into a factory space. Today, I am actually in a factory in Brooklyn. So there's been a growth. Thank you. There has
Yay.
definitely been a growth, and it takes time, and you have to give it the time that it needs to grow. And I'm growing into that space. So now what we're looking at is wider distribution. It's so
Mhm.
funny. Yesterday I met with a distributor. We're putting the products in spaces now. And I was so eager before. I was so anxious, even when I was in my kitchen. Oh my God, I want to be in this. But then as I learned, I had to scale back to scale forward, if
That's
that
right.
makes sense.
Yes, it does. Of course,
So
sometimes you
that's
do.
what I had to do. And we want to be in Target, and we're looking at that. We want to be in all these storefronts. We're looking at that. But everything takes time and a strategic movement. So our next move now is to get K-Sol into some of these big box stores.
I see Whole Foods
Mhm.
before Target.
Yes.
So I see Whole Foods for you.
Yes.
That is a perfect alignment for the eco-friendly, holistic, brand. And so I really encourage you to look forward towards that Whole Foods um, relationship. We got to
I
speak.
just
We're
wrote
gonna
that
speak.
down because I don't want to forget. I don't know if my marketing team already has Whole Foods on their list, but I'm putting it down. I'm just saying, guys, remember Whole Foods. 'Cause-
We have to move them to the top because I don't see a better partner for you in that, where your target audience already is a top of mind. You talk
right,
about the education we have to do to our audience that are aware of the need for eco-friendly, where Whole Foods already taps into that market of
right.
sustainability and eco-friendliness. So I think that would be a great space for you to
That
land.
definitely will be because we're already on Target online, which we get orders, a lot of orders from through that platform. But Whole Foods, because yeah, and I'm almost sure yeah, we're definitely going to look into are they probably already.
Yes, we got to call Joy. We got to call Joy, by the way, one of the Chase community or Chase consultants with Chase, JP Morgan Chase's huge initiative to support small businesses and their commitment to that. She is one of the local consultants in the New York, New Jersey area that helps businesses get connected to the right resources, to the right people in order to help them grow. So let's reach out to Joy. Shout out
Yeah,
to
she
Joy.
just hit me up. I have a meeting with her.
Well, tell Joy I said hello. It's been
I
a while since I
will.
spoke to her. So okay, let's get back. I have one question before we get all your deets. You're gonna share all your social media. You're gonna share your website. Let the folks listening get their hands on some queso, eco-friendly household cleaning products. And then you also sell wholesale. So
Yes.
if you have because this is what I love is that you came from the housekeeping and the services industry so that you knew to make the business not just products to put in retail and to sell to individuals, but you want to help other home cleaners have eco-friendly products and wholesale to them so that they could use it all over.
Yes, and we do have cleaning companies that already, tapped into our market of eco-friendly products. So that's one of the things, and we encourage. I listen, Marsha. I still clean.
I know that's right.
I still clean. I still have my clients, and sometimes they're like, no, I want you to come. I'm like, all right. I'm like, yeah, of course, because that's a passion of mine. I'll go in and like, okay, let me doctor your house for you today. That's me. So I still do have Klean and Jiffy, which is our cleaning company. That's the baby that we started with, and we do have our because we now separate the companies.
Yes,
Yeah.
excellent. Because you got to separate the companies. So for those that don't know, because ultimately the goal of KSO is to become bigger and is to become maybe get venture backing later on and to grow so that yes, you are a huge entity and you one day get sold to some huge big Glad or whatever those companies are in this space. Even Unilever, all these big brands. I see it for you, and I wish you all the luck and success. If you could start over today, though, if you could start over, knowing everything you know now, and you only had $500 to start your business, what would you do first?
Buy a drink. I am not even laughing.
Well, I'm coming with you. You're gonna have to buy two, one for me, one for you. Margaritas on deck, okay?
But there's a book that I've read, 12 Months to a Million, and it's an amazing book. And if I were to do things differently with only $500, my focus would be on marketing.
Yeah.
I would actually use that $500 to start making, kind of creating this buzz around a product that is to come.
Yes.
So we create a buzz. So when it's there, the market is already expecting it.
Yes, it's so key.
Yes.
People wait for, we it is because of our ancestors that teach us to perfect things first.
Oh my
They put us in
God.
our mind. They put in our mind that, you got to get it right. You can't go out there. Don't embarrass yourself. Don't, get out there first, get it perfect and then come out. But that sometimes is not the right path. It's
I've been
important, like you
learning.
said. You
Yes.
get the buzz, you get the word, you market, you let people know what's coming, and that way, when the red light goes off,
You're
boom,
ready.
you're
You're
ready.
not waiting on sales. You're already
Yes.
ready because the market is waiting. They're anticipating what you're coming with. So you get your friends, the family's friends. Get as many people as you can to help you create that buzz. Trust me,
Yeah.
$500 will be able to help
Yes,
because
it
it's
can.
free space. Use it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Keadian, for spending time with me today on HerSuiteSpot podcast. Let the folks know where to find you. What's your website and what's your social media?
My biggest social media, of course, is going to be Instagram, which is KSOL, KSOL Fresh. So that's KSOL Fresh for Instagram. And I'm just on TikTok, so I'd love to get more followers. and that also is K-Sol Products on TikTok. And my website is K-Sol Cleaning Products. So it's ksolcleaningproducts.com. That's our website. We're also on Amazon, K-Sol Products. We're also on Target's website, K-Sol. So anywhere you go and see, our little K-Sol products, you'll be able to find us. And then very soon, we're going to be in some other spaces. We're currently in pharmacies, a mom's pharmacy in Brooklyn. There are 2 locations in Brooklyn, and we are present there. And we continue to be in other little spaces.
Well, I wish you much, much success. I know that this year is going to be a year of growth and expansion for you. And I can't wait to just watch you blossom.
Thank you so much, Marsha. I appreciate you so much. And I'm still smiling about that grant. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Guys, you know how I like to end each show. When we empower each other, we all rise. Bye for now.
Thanks for joining us this week on the HerSuiteSpot experience. Make sure to visit our website, www